A week spent in Lake Dal in a luxurious houseboat was a highlight of my trip from London to Kathmandu. Join me. Lake Dal is situated next to the city of Srinagar in Kashmir in northern India. This early map outlines the location of Srinagar in relationship to Lake Dal. Another early map. A map of the region showing the Himalayas with the valley containing Srinagar. A Wikipedia map showing Lake Dal to the upper right, the Himalayas to the far right, and the large square being Srinagar. A close-up photograph showing the houseboats on Lake Dal. A slow, leisurely, panoramic view of Lake Dal. Another relaxing panoramic view of Srinagar. A view of Lake Dal with shikaras. There's lots of information on Kashmir and Srinagar. And my father, being a stamp collector, interested me in the area. These early engravings were done in the early 1800s. At that time, the British established the pattern of building houseboats. Another early engraving. Srinagar in an early 19th century engraving. This early engraving is quite unique. It shows a series of shops and houses built on the bridge. Another 19th century engraving of Srinagar. This early British engraving is entitled A Srinagar Dance Woman. A Srinagar postcard from very early 1900. One half of a stereo photograph labeled Srinagar, Kashmir. Lake Dal is the biggest as well as the most beautiful lake in Kashmir, surrounded on three sides by the Himalayas. A Along the shores of Dal Lake is the University of Kashmir. What makes it special is the houseboats and shikaras. Shikaras provide the only form of transportation. At last count, there were over 600 houseboats. A very early postcard showing the shikara. This page from Wikipedia notes that shikaras come in various sizes and are used for various purposes, not only transporting people, but also farm produce. A usual shikara can seat up to 6 people, with the driver sitting at the lower end using a spade-like paddle. Some shikaras are still used for fishing. Some are covered with tarpaulins and may be used as floating homes by the poor. Shikaras feature here as well. The page from this book notes that the Lake District owns more to the Islamic tradition of Central Asia than to the Hindu tradition of the plains of India. In the higher Himalayas around Ladakh, there are great similarities with Tibet. Most of the produce is transported by shikara. Houseboats on Lake Dal and a local shop on the shores of Lake Dal in a 19th century engraving. Well, at Lake Dal, tourists spend a lot of their time visiting shops and places where produce such as carpets are made. Weaving a carpet. Here a silk carpet is being made. A young boy is used. Looking at the finished produce, my friend Paul Machuk. Kashmir is famous for its wood carvings. We'll move on and look at some of the houseboats. This is an early picture postcard. The houseboat where I stayed in 1975. During my second visit in January, the lake was frozen over and there was lots of snow. The interior of a houseboat. This is a little bit more luxurious than the one I stayed in. A houseboat bedroom. A master bedroom. Srinagar is beautiful with its trees. An early sketch of the city. An early postcard of Srinagar. And a recent photo. There are lots of little shops. This early postcard is labeled a street scene in Srinagar. This is what the shops look like today. Now we'll look at some of the people of Srinagar, beginning with an early postcard. Ashraf Khan designed a complex in 1625 as the Summer Palace on the shores of Lake Dal. He built the largest gardens in the Kashmir Lake region. The gardens are still available for tourists to visit. Let's take a look. Thanks for joining me on this quick visit to Lake Dal and Srinagar in Kashmir, India. Have a very pleasant day.